Good morning. We are starting our Virginia Appalachian Trail adventure this morning. We spent the night in Damascus. Yesterday we rode the Virginia Creeper Trail. We did 17 miles on downhill, but it was really pretty. I recommend it to anybody who's in the area. It's an easy trail. If you can sit on a bike, you can do it because it was a low-grade downhill ride down into Damascus. They shuttled us up to the top and then we rode down. So that was a lot of fun. Stayed at Lady Di's hostel in Damascus last night. Had a good night's sleep and got up this morning. She makes a fantastic breakfast and had anything you could want for breakfast. So we got our tummies full. We're met our shuttle driver and we're going to leave the truck up above Grayson Highlands State Park in Virginia, and then she's going to shuttle us back down to Damascus, and we're going to start out there. We should have about 40 miles to go on the trail for hiking, so what we'll do is we'll hike up to our truck, and then when we get to our truck, we'll then do the same thing. We'll move it up to the next spot, shuttle back down to where we left off, and then walk back to our truck. So that's kind of our plan for the next few weeks, and so we'll be doing that, and just anxious to get on the trail. So we just got dropped off here in downtown Damascus, and we got to go through town and then we'll head up on the trail. So there's the sign up there. And here we go. So we're on the AT, walking through the town of Damascus. It goes right through the middle of town. It's a pretty little mountain town. And you go right down the middle of it. So we stopped at Subway right on the outskirts of town on the AT and got us a sub to pack out for dinner. And so we're heading off. It's about, what time? It's about noon. So we are heading out of town. See you down the trail. All right, so we're on the outskirts of Damascus. And we're on the Virginia Creeper Trail coming out of Damascus, and then we'll be in the AT together. Now they're split, so we're headed up these stairs, head up this mountain. First big climb. See you down the trail.
All right, we're still on the ascent from the road where we crossed it down in Damascus. Climb up out of town as usual, and then it'll be a little less of this, but it's not too bad actually. It's a fairly constant but gentle, not so steep grade. Debbie's coming along behind me. Hot tamale. How you making out?
It's warm.
How fast are you moving?
Trickling up and down. 4 days of food and 1.5 liters of water. With our packs, we're about the same, about right around 25 pounds. So as soon as we can eat some of this food and get this weight off, it'll be a little bit easier. But right now, just first day, climbing out of there, it warms me up. Sweaty girl.
We're about 2.5 miles out of Damascus now, and we made it up to the top of that first climb that we had, and then it flattens off for a little while and keeps on going up for a short distance, and then it starts going down. So we're making our way to that. We're going downhill a little bit here, kind of flat but down, and we'll check in when we get to the top. So we're making our way up this grade again. Started up, and once we get up to the top of this one, I think we get to go down for a while. So we'll see what that's like. Debbie's coming up behind me here in the green tunnel. So here's where we came from, back there where she is, and here's where we're heading up the trail. Right up here. So anyway, we will check back in a little while.
So we've come upon our first real view, true view, I think. We've been climbing since Damascus. It's not been, it's been up, so it's not easy, but trail's good, so it makes it easier. I'll just be glad to get my trail legs in about a week, get a little stronger. It'll be a little bit easier. But I'm just blessed to have health to be out here doing this.
Probably around 70 degrees. Really comfortable. The wind's light breeze blowing, and we're heading basically downhill now, back toward the Virginia Creeper Trail, where the Appalachian Trail and the Virginia Creeper joined back together for a ways. So we've got a little bit of a downhill run now for a ways. It's real pretty. The trail's great. Maintenance on it is good. It's pretty smooth. Not muddy. Hadn't had a whole lot of rain, but they have had a little bit lately, but not a lot. So very dry walking conditions, which is good. But enjoying this beautiful day. The woods up here are beautiful, big hardwoods. The leaves are starting to change just a little bit, but not severe. Just hadn't gotten way into it yet, but I'm sure it will in the next week or so. All right, let's keep going.
You always get to film me because you're always in front.
Yep, so we're making our way down. Here comes Debbie. It's been a lot of downhill now, so after going uphill, we're going back down, of course. I think that's the theme. It repeats itself over and over. good time though now. It's probably still around 70 degrees. Supposed to go down into the 50s tonight, maybe the mid 50s. So I'll be comfortable. All right, we're trucking on. So we've made it to about 7.5 miles from where we started this morning in Damascus, and I pulled into this campsite to wait for Debbie. So take a little break and eat some food and stuff. We've gone about 7.5. Debbie's doing great.
No, she's not.
She says no, she's not, but I've been having a hard time keeping up with her. She's hiding behind a tree for whatever reason.
I'm sweating like a mule.
Okay. She keeps moving around the tree like a squirrel. So anyway, it's a nice little creek bottom down here. Big flat area. We're right beside the Virginia Creeper Trail again. But anyway, just kind of gives you a view of the area. And it's about 4:30 or so. So we've been going about 4.5 hours or so. 7.5 miles so far. We'll see what we do. So we headed out of that last spot. We just ate a little bit, and actually went ahead and ate a sub that we brought from Subway there in Damascus earlier, and we decided to go on up a little ways, almost another mile to another campsite that we saw. So we're walking alongside Laurel Creek and the Virginia Creeper Trail. So pretty area. All right, talk to you later. Little black rat snake laying in the trail. He's moving on. Getting some sun here in the evening.
Don't know if you can see it. There's a deer in the creek. A deer drinking water.